What's going on, you guys? We are here starting our day with a smile. We hope that you guys are too. If you guys want to see what our full opinion is, plus a little announcement at the end of this video, stay tuned for the whole video so you guys can kind of know what to expect at Merriest Nites 2021, their very first paid Christmas ticketed event.
I would say that our night yesterday started off pretty good. There was a lot of hype, everybody was excited. We got these sort of light bulb necklaces for like a Christmas tree right when you walked in. It was a lot of fun just walking in, going to the atmosphere.
I was really excited and like looking forward to it like a lot because we had just experienced Oogie Boogie Bash, and like now like looking forward to like their very first ticketed Christmas event. Like I was going in like really excited, really high expectations.
The park closes to the public at 7 p.m., but the event doesn't start till 8. So there's sort of an hour transitional period. And in that time, you can go scan a barcode over by the Star Wars launch bay that lets you get on a wait list that will begin at 8 p.m. so that you can go and purchase the limited time merchandise. When we went over there to scan the barcode, there was no order to anything. Everybody was just kind of like standing there waiting.
We get, since this is like the opening night, first day, they're still working out kinks. But there was little things like small things that we were asking cast members at the launch bay, like, oh hey, are we able to scan for our party? You know, kind of like a boarding pass, like how you can scan for your group. And we were told, no, you can't scan for your party. Each person has to scan for themselves. And then there was a group next to us that was like, well, what about like my daughter? She doesn't have a phone. How does she scan? And then they kind of like looked at each other and like, well, I'm sure she'll be fine. You know?
Yeah, they weren't very clear. And in my opinion, if you don't know, just say you don't know or ask somebody.
I don't know. Well, let me find out for you guys.
Yeah,
you know,
so
something like that.
And the reason why sometimes it's not that big of a deal, but in this sort of situation, everybody was thinking everybody had to scan their own. So there's like, I don't know, 100 people all waiting, and mind you, like they're not telling us where the barcode's gonna be. They're saying, oh, we don't know, but they're gonna bring it out. Once they bring it out, it's first come first served to scan it.
And there's information that they withheld for this situation that I feel like would have been helpful, because like us, you know, everyone there was trying to get early, scan the barcode early so they could be one of the first ones in there, so they can make sure that they get Merriest Nites merch. We were the same way, and like one of the details that was withheld until you got in there was they're limiting it to one per person. So if we would have known, oh, they're gonna only sell one per person, we probably wouldn't have crowded, I guess, for the barcode. We probably would have come a little bit later when the barcode when the area kind of dispersed a little bit.
Perhaps, yeah. I think we just didn't really like expect there to be such a crowd also, just like trying to all scan the barcode. So basically what happened was they brought the barcode out, and then those 100 people all like at the same time were running up to the barcode. The barcode wasn't working, so there's this huge crowd of people all pushing and shoving, and we're like,
it was really
sardines bad. And I was like, I want out. I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna leave. And I turned around and realized there was like no way to leave. Like there was the amount of people that were in front of me, there was like 3 times of the amount of people behind me, all like crammed together trying to push through. So it was really just like crazy the way that was. Like there was no order to it. It was kind of just very chaotic, kind of scary. And they did end up bringing out more barcodes, which is how we were able to scan one, because I was leaving. And when I was trying to find my way out, they brought out another one, which actually helped me to leave, because people noticed, oh, there's another one. So they kind of turned, and then I was like, all right, I'm like, here's my way out. But eventually they did bring out more barcodes, but it turns out, like Matt said, we only needed to scan one for the whole party. So if they had been honest and said that they weren't sure, or had found out and realized, you know, from whoever they needed to ask, they only needed one per party, there would have been so many less people.
Also, if you're going to want to be one of those first groups, don't bring your kids in that area, because it does get kind of crazy with the pushing and shoving. Send maybe one person to scan for your group. Like us, we scanned for a group of 6 people. It was pretty chaotic. And just kind of seemed unsafe overall. Like what we had said was, how come they didn't do like a boarding pass type thing, like a queue,
Virtual,
a
yeah.
virtual queue?
So by 8, we were able to make it to Steamboat Willie on the Rivers of America. Super excited for Tiana's party, which I don't know, like if you guys have looked into it before the first night, Disney was very vague. You know, it was like, oh, Tiana's in New Orleans, Buzz is in Tomorrowland, and they're just kind of Lilo and Stitch is in Adventureland. Very vague. Didn't really give details about what to expect. So we were not sure, but then, you know, we got the map, and it says that there's different events happening in those lands at certain times. So for Tiana, it was 8 p.m. for the first one, every half hour on Steamboat Willie, and we made our way over there, and honestly, that was a lot of fun.
It was a really cool experience.
It was a jazz band, and you were able to dance, hang out, like just go around one time on the Rivers of America and just relax and feel the cool breeze. It was really cool, but Tiana was not on the boat, which to me, I was disappointed.
With like the pamphlet, like when you read it on the pamphlet,
that's how they made it.
It kind of sounded like Tiana was going to be on the boat.
Yeah.
But I think overall for that experience, it was a really nice experience.
Very talented band too.
Yeah, because normally like when you're sailing the Rivers of America, they're doing like their like historical like tour guide thing. Yeah. But this time it was just dark and quiet, and the music was really soothing, and you're kind of just slowly coasting through. Like it was a very peaceful, kind of blissful moment. So that's a very positive. Like, and I hope that whoever's watching it right now at this point, this whole video is not going to be like negative experiences. It's just going to be our personal experiences that we went through, and just our honest experiences. If we came across something that we didn't think was Disney or just fun, or you know, we're going to tell you, or
worth the money,
worth
the ticket and money.
But if we came across something like that was fun, we're going to say that as well. So.
Yeah, so I would definitely, if you are going to that event, I would definitely go to Steamboat Willie for Tiana's jazz band. And so after Steamboat Willie, we were like, okay, well, let's explore like Norland Square. Let's see like what is going on. And to be honest, nothing is really going on. It was just on Steamboat Willie. And walking around, we did see Tiana was up above the Royal Street veranda, which was nice, but she's there all the time. Like Matt and I have passes, and we've seen her up there before. So
they also had
nothing really new. The photo
Jack and Sally in the area, which we didn't see, but it was listed on the Merriest Nites pamphlet. They do have them there.
Yeah.
Which is also something that they kind of do during Halloween, Christmas time. They do come out. Did have like a photo op, like of a painted board that you can go take a picture in front of?
Yes, they did. They had a photo op, but other than the photo op, and it was a painted board, so it wasn't with the character, there was really nothing going on. I mean, you could go try the food. My sister got the mint julep, which was featured, but it was, you know, the regular mint julep where you could get strawberry, so, which was nice, you know, just nothing to me that I couldn't have experienced on a normal Disney day.
Yeah.
So then we made our way over to the Golden Horseshoe to go see what was going on for Miguel and Frontierland, and it was the same sort of thing again. So there was a mariachi band. They were very talented. It was a lot of fun. Amazing music. It was fun.
The mariachi band was really cool. It was a lot of fun.
They're very talented.
Yeah, they got people dancing. They got people moving. They got me dancing. Got me moving a little bit too. They did an amazing rendition of "Wish Upon a Star."
Oh, they did. They did "Wish Upon a Star." Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
So what I did like about the mariachi band was that they did incorporate Disney. They incorporated a couple of Coco songs. They incorporated "Wish Upon a Star" as well as like their other regular probably mariachi music. Yeah. And the rest of Frontierland has like the Coco setup that's usually there right now. So it was sort of just the same thing that you could see during a regular Disney day plus the mariachi band.
Yeah.
So then we made our way over to Adventureland. And Adventureland, we're a little bit biased, I would say, because we love like a good island vibe. Right, babe? Yeah.
I was like, what was it in Adventureland? I remember now.
Yeah. So, and once again, every land that we've talked about so far has a musician, a band that is like on the map, supposed to start at a certain time.
Okay.
So we're able to, so far, like, make every single one in sequential order.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So we get there right when it's going to start. And this land is supposed to have Lilo and Stitch. And Stitch, we saw both Lilo and Stitch. But the thing is, the cast members were not letting you stop to take pictures, to record.
So it was very different from like Oogie Boogie, like at least for our experiences. With Oogie Boogie, you do like the walkthrough, like the candy trails. That's what they were, and then at the end of the candy trail, you get a character sighting, and you get to like communicate with the character, talk to them. They talk back to you. It was really fun and interactive. With the Lilo and Stitch, it was kind of like, take your picture, all right, now move. Take your picture, all right, now move.
Honestly,
it was
like,
very like
barely even
rushed.
letting you take a picture.
Yeah, it was very, very rushed.
Yeah.
But the music in that area was great.
It was great. Yes.
Beautiful music.
Yes.
Beautiful vibes.
Yes.
The photo op with the character was a little rushed, but
yeah,
it's only 4 hours, I suppose.
Yeah, but also I just think that they did, if we compare it again to Oogie Boogie, you know that there's so many people at that event that night, and they're able to let everybody move through. Yes, it was a little bit quick. I remember even seeing Oogie Boogie himself. We felt like it was very quick, but it was still enough that we were able to stop and acknowledge and be like, wow, like that's so cool.
Yeah.
Versus Lilo and Stitch and well, Tiana not so much because she was standing up there, but Lilo and Stitch, there was no time for that. So yeah. Well, after that, we got our text that we could go back to the Star Wars launch pad.
So remember, the special event starts at 8. The very first parade, the first and only parade, is at 9:30.
9:30. Yeah.
So by this time, we got our text that our group was being called to go into the launch bay to check out the Merriest Nites 2021 merch.
Yeah, and this was about 30 minutes before the parade. So this is about the time that we would have been leaving Adventureland to go find a place to watch the parade. Yeah. So we all headed over to the launch bay, and then Matt was like, let me go back to Main Street. I'm gonna find a spot to watch the parade. If
you're going and you're gonna be try to be one of the first groups to make sure you get your merch, just know that it is one per person. So like let's say you're telling your friend, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll buy one for you. Make sure your friend goes with you, because you're only going to be able to buy one item per person.
So it's one ornament,
one pin, one shirt, one
sweatshirt,
per person.
Everything.
I went to go and find spots for the parade. They went to the merch store, and Katie was like, I'll just buy you a pin. And this is why we bring it up, and we kind of stress, don't do that. Everyone that wants to buy something has to go in, because they're only doing a one per person. So meanwhile, while they're going into the store, I'm looking for a spot for us for the parade. I started at Main Street because we were in the Adventureland area, and I was like, oh, it's kind of full over here. So I start walking down Main Street, kind of go by the castle, full. And I was like, well, let me go check the It's a Small World area, because that's where the parade ends. It starts at Main Street, like by the Christmas tree area, and ends at It's a Small World. By the time I got to It's a Small World, it was about 9:20, which is like about 10 minutes before the parade is actually going to start. And it was packed. And it's because they only are doing one parade for Merriest Nites. When Oogie Boogie was the same amount of time, it was 4 hours for Oogie Boogie, 4 hours for Merriest Nites. But Oogie Boogie, they did 2 parades.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to pick and choose which parade you wanted to go to, and it kind of spread out the people. Plus, I think the area was a lot bigger for Oogie Boogie for the parade to travel.
Yes, it was bigger. I mean, it was the entire park.
Yeah.
So there were things that Disney could have done better to accommodate that, because for Oogie Boogie, Matt and I went and sat out like an hour before, and like 10 minutes before, there were still seats right next to us. That's why for Disney Merriest Nites, we were like, oh, we'll just go out 30 minutes instead of the hour. We were planning to find a spot at 9, but by 9:05, 9:10, it was all already full. So a very, very different experience.
I don't know if they have like a spot for strollers for parades, but I noticed a lot of strollers in the areas where like people could be standing for the parade. So the strollers were even taking up a lot of room, and I don't know, maybe if that's something they could change, like have designated areas
that would be
for the parade for strollers, so that more people could kind of fit in those areas.
So we ended up with one pin, and I had tried to convince them to let me get 2. I even offered to show them Matt's ticket because I had it on my phone on the app, but no, just one per person. So we have our Merriest Nites. It's really cute. It says Merriest Nites Disneyland 2021 limited release for $17.99. So, and they do give the Magic Key Pass discount. So.
Yeah. Another thing about the store is that apparently they had sold out of ornaments.
This is actually, now that I'm looking at it, like in more detail, this is from A Christmas Carol. So this is like Tiny Tim's parents. So cute. Aw, so cute. Mickey and Minnie as Tiny Tim's parents. Okay, go ahead.
So another thing about the store is that Katie had wanted to get the ornaments, and she asked about the ornament. Or when she was walking in, they said ornaments are sold out. And then when she got up to the sales clerk or cast member said, "Oh yeah, something went wrong with the shipments." Mm-hmm. So yes. They weren't necessarily sold out. They just never received the shipment, and the ornament was kind of something that we wanted to get as well. And I think that if Disney knows that they're not going to get the shipment, I think that they should offer other purchase options yeah, for people that are there that day that don't have the chance to buy that ornament.
For example, like a voucher code. So they could send out in the emails of the people who purchased the tickets, the amount, since it's one per person. So let's say our email purchased 2 tickets, so they would send us 2 different vouchers to be able to go ahead and purchase 2 ornaments. Yeah. So 1 per voucher. And even if they give an expiration date or whatever, like that's fine, but just being able to have that extra opportunity, because mind you, this is like an hour and a half, really like an hour and 25 minutes into the event, and they're sold out.
So right after they were done at the store, I was kind of already waiting outside the store for them, and they came out, and right outside the launch bay was the DJ, and Buzz was up there like dancing and getting into it and stuff, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like that was probably one of the highlights of the night for me, because it was just fun, like a good time. Yeah. People were dancing, people were having fun, and they had lights and music and Christmas trees like changing colors and stuff. It was a lot of fun, the DJ in the Buzz area outside the launch bay.
Yeah, so we hung out there for a while. After that, we sort of headed over to see the Muppets. Mm-hmm. So the Muppets had their own little event down on Main Street.
Like a caroling bus or something?
Yes, it was a caroling bus. Super
it was
cute.
really cool.
It was funny.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Yeah. That was a huge plus for me. That one was was a lot of fun. It was really humorous and cool and just funny to see.
And that's when it started snowing too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Snow on Main Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So after the Muppets, we headed over to go see Elsa in Fantasyland, and we actually could never find the music. So, and we were there at the time that it said,
band or something.
Yeah, and we just couldn't find them. I don't know. Maybe something happened. I hope everybody was fine, or maybe they were just a few minutes late. I'm not sure, but we couldn't find them. So Elsa's actually not in Fantasyland. She's sort of in between Fantasyland and It's a Small World.
Yeah.
And there was a very long line, and you could take a photo with her. Well, not with her, but
like
within 6 feet.
In front of her, yeah.
And it switched off. First, when we walked up, it was Elsa and
the corporal captain guy with the hair.
Yeah.
And then the yoo-hoo.
Yeah, yoo-hoo, big summer
blowout.
And then it switched to be Anna and Hans and Olaf. So it was pretty cool. You could actually wait in line to take a photo with them. So, but that line was long.
Yeah,
we didn't
was a long
wait.
line.
Speaking of heading over toward It's a Small World, unfortunately, it was either yesterday morning or the day before the event, It's a Small World flooded. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know the details, but because of that, we weren't able to go on for their Christmas. I hope that they're able to fix that soon so that other people at the next event are able to ride It's a Small World for their Christmas time. But the outside was still decorated super nice.
Yeah.
Following that was pretty much it. Following seeing Elsa and Anna, the only thing left to do was to see the carolers. You could, of course, ride rides. So we did head over to the front of the park, and we decided that we were going to go ahead and see the carolers and then head out. And we decided to do that instead of hanging around more because there really wasn't that much to do.
The carolers were really talented, and it was really cool, like, watching them perform and ring their bells and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, like, it kind of almost tied in the whole Christmas vibe for me.
Yeah, it did.
Like, personally, like, I got
dressed.
I got excited on the
like,
inside. I'm like, oh wow, they're dressed like carolers, but it's
Yeah.
80 degrees right now.
Oh my gosh, that's
But-
true. They're probably really hot.
But it was really cool. Like, it tied in the whole Christmas vibe, and like, I guess to kind of just wrap up the night, like thinking about attending Merriest Nites next year, Merriest Nites 2022, if they do happen to do it. A big thing for me would be a little more transparency, fixing the QR code system. Maybe do like a virtual queue to get in the store. That's a big one. Another big one is having a second parade. So running 2 parades exactly like Oogie Boogie. Like they've been doing Oogie Boogie for years. This one should have for sure had 2 parades.
I
and
think it should have snowed more, too.
snowed more. And I think another thing is opening up Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
And maybe having, because I know Oogie Boogie, you didn't need a boarding pass, which I know now you don't need a boarding pass to ride Web Slingers, but during Oogie Boogie, you were able to just get in the standby line and ride it. Rise of the Resistance
Yeah, that
should have been the
something
same
that we could
thing.
have
That would have
done.
been a big pool. That would have been really exciting for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Ran out of air right
That
there.
actually would have been really fun. That would have been a nice thing.
But I mean, who
But-
doesn't want to see a it's like seeing a Star Wars, a Christmas Hogwarts. Who doesn't want to see a Christmas Star Wars Land,
Yeah.
you know?
Which I really want to go see at Christmas Hogwarts.
Yeah, like to me, I think that would have been a big pull. And I know I have a lot of number ones on my returning list, but I think number one would be like more transparency on like
Yes.
what to expect, because
Yes.
I
I
was expecting like Oogie Boogie Bash, like, and it didn't really meet that. I think that, in all honesty, it was a fun event. It was really cool, but a lot of that stuff that we did, you could do on any normal reservation day.
Yeah.
You want to go see the castle lit up in Christmas? You want to see it snow? Normal reservation day. You want to see characters walking around? You hear music and people playing music? Normal reservation day. A lot of it wasn't really. It didn't really feel
It didn't
like
feel
an
like
exclusive
an
event.
event.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just feel like it was fun, but I don't feel like it was worth the money.
Yeah.
So I
I mean,
would say
thinking that it being more expensive than Oogie Boogie, and I feel like when Oogie Boogie was over, I didn't want to leave. I was like, I can't believe it's over. I don't want to leave already. When this one ended, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, and not for like a satisfaction type of thing, but kind of like we saw it, you know,
yeah.
which is kind of sad. Like, it's Disney. They could have done a lot better. I still love Disney, and I love Disney Christmas. Like, it's the best Christmas that you can get.
But that's one thing that I told Matt when we left yesterday. We're in the car on the way home, and I've gone to Christmas at Disney, not on Christmas Day, but I've gone for the season a few times throughout the years, and those have been more fun to me and more Christmassy, more magical than Oogie Boogie. No,
Than Merriest
than
Nites.
Merriest Nites.
And I think that's kind of what Katie said in the car last night on the drive home, was it didn't really necessarily have like that Disney touch, that magical touch that like Oogie Boogie had. Like another thing that we said is that they kind of needed a Villain's Grove for Christmas, you know, like a walk through, something that feels
And they had
majestic and magical.
There was so much room where they could have done it. There's Pixie Hollow.
Star Wars
There's
Land.
Star Wars Land. Like, there's so much room where they could have done
Toontown.
something like that. The island. Tom Sawyer Island.
That one's huge.
Like,
yeah,
they could have done so much.
made it all Christmas.
And I think that they just really, like, I don't know, they just didn't hit the mark.
Yeah.
They just didn't hit the mark. And I'm also disappointed because when we were leaving, there we saw a line over by kind of by Mr. Lincoln, and I was like, oh, what's that? You can't even see what it is. All you see is a mass amount of people. So we had to walk all the way up to see. It was a Christmas Carol, Goofy, Mickey, and Donald, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. Like, too bad the park's closed now. Like, they're not letting
Yeah.
us get in line anymore. That's something that could have been advertised better. Another downfall is the food. So we didn't really get an opportunity to try the food. My friend ordered she wanted to order the leftover Thanksgiving sandwich, and when she went to go order it, they were already out of it. So they ended up restocking. I don't know what happened, but there was a period of time where you couldn't even get what you wanted, which I feel like with limited capacity, and it's the food for the event, that shouldn't happen. And then it was really good though, so she said it's amazing. If you go try it. I didn't try it. And then Matt's brother, what did he order? It was really good.
It was like something from
the Galactic Grill.
Galactic
Both
Grill.
of these were at the Galactic
It was like
Grill.
curly French fries with meat and like pickled
really
onions
good.
on top. Really good. Go get that.
Yeah, that was really good.
End of story. Video over. See ya.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Oh. It's like, okay.
All right, that's how we're ending it. No, I'm
Right.
just kidding. So this video was gonna be
What does
supposed to
that-
be like short, I think.
Well, we can cut stuff out.
Ended up being a little bit longer than we expected. I don't even know if we're gonna have this in here, but
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We hope that this was informative. We hope that you were able to sort of learn from our experience to make yours better. Go ahead and be on the lookout for our next video on our channel. We finally received our magic key package. Only one of them.
unboxing video
Yes.
coming soon.
We only got one of them, so the other one is probably still on its way. But yeah, so we will be posting that coming soon.
Yeah, and as far as the announcement for this video, we'll say it in this video and then we'll say it in our unboxing video. So go and watch that one too. Maybe we'll get in more detail on the unboxing video. But giveaway coming soon. We want to know if you guys want a one person gets a big item giveaway, or if like 5 people get smaller items, or if 10 people get like little items. Like, how do you guys want it done? Do you guys want like the more the merrier, or just like one and done, one person gets a big item and then we're on to the next thing? So with this giveaway, there's going to be no purchase necessary needed, and it's going to be when we hit a certain subscriber
Cool.
landmark. Not sure what that is yet.
Well, it
We'll
depends
see
on
where we are once we get the giveaway thing figured out.
Yeah, it'll depend on what we're giving away, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay notified and see when we're going to be doing this giveaway, and to watch our unboxing thing.
yes.
You guys are amazing. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope you're ending this video with a smile as well.
Yes.
I'm Matt,
I'm Katie.
and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
We'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm Matt.
I'm Katie.
See ya.
See ya.
You want to do that again?
Yeah.